Good evening, YouTubers. New Time Travel Jaime 88 here. I'm back with another video, and it's time once again for another VHS and DVD update for September 24th, 2019. Today I went to, or should I say a couple of days ago, I went to Goodwill, Eastern Thrifties, and a flea market. I got 10 VHS tapes. I got 2 clamshell, 8 VHS slipcovers, and 3 DVDs. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Let's get down to business. The first clamshell that I got is the 1998 VHS of Billboard Dad with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, and this film is from 1997. And this is directed by Alan Mitter. High Above Hollywood, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen playing matchmaker. Seen bits and pieces on ABC Family back in its when it aired. Rated G in its 90 minutes. Here's the ink label. The print date is November 4th, 1998. Alright. Next up, another Olsen twin film, the 1999 VHS of Switch and Go with Mary-Kate and Ashley. And this direct-to-video is also from, I believe, from 1999. Actually, this is a 2000 tape, by the way. I know my friend Sharon Kelly is a big fan of the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movies, and she got all of it in her collection. Rated G in its 87 minutes. This was originally aired on The Wonderful World of Disney. Here's the ink label. The print date is March 6, 2000. The ink label. Alright. And yes, I am a fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley. Alright, let's move on to the slipcase. The next one is still in shrink wrap. The 1992 VHS of Cleopatra with Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, Rex Harrison, and Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Also starring the late Hugh Croney, Pamela Brown, George Cole, Setri Danova, Kenneth Haig, and Raleigh McDowell. The film is from 1963. I have another copy, which is open. And this movie was utterly flop at the box office. 1963 film, renewed in 1991. Not rated and it's 246 minutes. This is still in factory seal, and I'm going to leave it alone. Next up, the 1987 VHS of The Natural with Robert Redford. Also starring Glenn Close, Robert Duvall, Kim Basinger, Wilford Brimley, Barbara Hershey, Robert Prosky, and Richard Farnsworth. And the film is from 1984 and it's directed by Barry Livingston. Rated PG and it's 134 minutes. Here's the sticker label, the end label. The print date is October 2nd, 1989, and it's printed on the 41st week of 1989. Since this has a print date, we all know what this has at the end. Forgot to mention Cleopatra. It was directed by Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Excuse me. I mean, he directed this film. Sorry about that. And for Switch and Go, it's directed by David Steinberg. Next tape, the 1991 VHS of Star Trek The Cage, all color collector's edition. with the late Jeffrey Hunter, Susan Oliver, also starring the late Leonard Nimoy, Major Barrett. The pilot is from 1964, but however, the colorized version is from 1988. It's directed by Robert Butler. Not rated in his 64 minutes. It's 1989 tape, but this is a 90s reprint. Here's the sticker label, the end label. It's printed on the 4th week of 1993. It's a later pressing, but even though it's still a 1991 VHS, but this has the Star Trek VI teaser trailer at the beginning. Next up, the 1992 VHS of Patriot Games with Harrison Ford and Archer. Not for honor, not for country, for his wife and child. This also has James Earl Jones, Thora Birch, Patrick Bergen, Sean Bean, James Fox, Richard Harris, and Samuel L. Jackson. The film is from 1992. And it's directed by Philip Noyce. Rated R and it's 117 minutes. Here's the sticker label, the end label. It's printed on the 34th week of 1992. And yes, this tape has the previews. I've been finally got this tape that has previews. And the previews on this tape is K2, Brain Donors. Then it has Kafaka trailer. And then it has a special bumper for Time's Out. The truth about AIDS, HIV, and you. That's after the feature presentation logo. And right after the movie, this has a preview for Time Out. The truth about HIV, AIDS, and you. Next tape, the 1996 VHS of Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. Also starring Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, Makita Williamson, and Sally Field. The film is from 1994, and it's directed by Robert Zemeckis. Winner of Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Actor Tom Hanks, and Best Director Robert Zemeckis. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Rated PG-13, and it's 142 minutes. And this is a widescreen. I do have the original on VHS, original release. Here's the sticker label, the end label. Printed on the 40th week of 1996. This is a Columbia House preview. And as for Patriot Games, I'm going to replace the reprint tape, and I'm going to keep the original release. Whoops. Next tape, the 1996 VHS of Taking Liberty with Sophie Ward, David Warner, and the late David August Dyer. And this film is from 1994. Also starring Sharon Kennedy, W. Morgan Shepard, Eric Close, Shirley Ann Field, and Jason Carter. This is in standard mode, not rated, and it's 89 minutes. Here's the ink label. No print date on this tape. Next tape is also still in shrink wrap. The 1997 VHS of My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts. Also starring Cameron Diaz, Dermot Mulroney, Rupert Everett, and Philip Bosco. This film's from 1997. Co-produced by the Zucker brothers. Directed by P.J. Hogan. Rated PG-13, and it's 105 minutes. And the last VHS, the 1998 VHS of How the West Was Fun with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, also starring Martin Mull. The film is from 1994. Go West with the Olsen twins. This also starring Michelle Green, Patrick Cassidy, Ben Cardell, Leon Pownell, and Peg Phillips. Directed by Stuart Margolin, not rated and is 93 minutes. Here's the ink label. This has two print dates. February 14th, 1999 and May 24th, 2000. Two different print dates. But anyway, this still has the 1996 tape masters. That's it for the VHS. Time to move on to the DVDs. Okay, the next one I have is the 1998 VHS of The Rainmaker, with Matt Damon, Claire Danes, John Voight, Mary-Kay Place, with Mickey Rourke and Danny DeVito. The film is from 1997. But I also had this movie on VHS as well. Rated PG-13 and it's 135 minutes. It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Alright. I'm pretty sure Amanda Shippey has this movie or not. Here's what the DVD will look like. This is a 2006 reprint. Next up, the 1999 DVD of You Got Mail with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. And the film's also starring Parker Posey, Gene Stapleton, Dave Chappelle, Steve Zahn, and Dabney Coleman, and Greg Kinnear. The film is from 1998. I also had this movie on VHS. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan should win the Nobel Prize for this chemistry. It's rated PG and it's 120 minutes. And here's what the DVD looked like. And here's the chapter index. This is a second, I believe this is second or third movie to have Meg Ryan. Because the other, wait. I think this is second, I believe this is the second one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because the other two they did was Sleepless in Seattle. And the last DVD that I got is the 1999 DVD release of The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis, also starring Haley Joel Osment, Toni Collette, Olivia Williams, and Haley Joel Osment. And the film is from 1998 or 99. And this also has Misha Barton is in there. Here's the special features. This is directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Rated PG-13. And it's 107 minutes. Here's what the DVD looked like. And I forgot to mention, You Got Mail is directed by Nora Ephron. Alright, so that's it for my VHS and DVD update. See you next time. And a shout out goes to Ashley Griffith.